What's up, everybody? Carolina Jackpot coming at you. Monday evening is a hot, sweltery, late summer's eve. You see the sweat pouring down off of me. Whew. Feels like gravy bubbling up on my cheeks, man. Tell y'all what, it's beginning. Georgia Hate Week, baby. It's beginning 3:30 Eastern Daylight Time this Saturday, September the 8th, 2018. Willie B is going to be rocking and rolling. Sold out, already been sold out for weeks and weeks in advance. And man, I'm looking forward to this one like you wouldn't freaking believe. It's our chance. It's our chance to get back on that college football map. It's a chance to stick our flagpole right square in the middle of the geography that is the top 25 once again. And I tell you what, there's been a lot of banter back and forth all summer long. Georgia fans, South Carolina fans, everybody else's fans chiming in, blah, blah, blah. Who's going to take Georgia down? Who's the second best in the SEC East? Who's this? Who's that? Blah, blah, blah. After watching some of that stuff this past weekend, man, I'm not so sure that we are the second best team in the SEC East, to be quite honest with you. Florida put on quite a showing on Saturday night. I know it was just Charleston Southern they were playing, and they beat them like 54-6 or something. But get the Charleston Southern from my state. Charleston Southern is not a terrible FCS school. In fact, I think they made it to like the quarterfinals a couple of years ago. And y'all want to say, well, it's FCS, it's FCS, blah, blah, blah. No, it ain't. There's lower level FCS down here like the Pioneer League and stuff like that. And then there are some teams that are really good. That can challenge people. I think Charleston Southern went on the road a couple of years ago at North Dakota State, who wins FCS championships like, taking candy from a baby. And they gave them a hell of a game on Thursday night. But at any rate, Florida looked pretty good. Kentucky came back in the second half against Central Michigan, just like I said that they would. Had to run at Benny Snell, and their quarterback play improved a little bit. They look pretty good. They could be a contender. Missouri, put up a ton of points, just like we figured they would. They look strong as well. And their defense gave up a ton of points. We knew all these things were going to happen. Tennessee, we gave them a hard time. They lost to West Virginia. They lost by, 26 points. In my mind, I made a video on that game. I knew that was going to happen. Now comes the time for them to improve. They played pretty good ball the first half. You got to give it to them. They looked pretty decent the first half against West Virginia. They came out of that extended halftime, couldn't perform in the second half, and just got railroaded by a better team. That's all there was to it. So I'm not so sure that we're quite the second best team in the SEC East right now. But in my heart, I feel like we're going to prove over the middle of the season that we are. And this game on Saturday, it scares me. The reason why it scares me, and I'm not going to sit here and talk a bunch of junk in this video, I'm being honest and for real in this one, is that I know we can compete with Georgia. I know we can. But it's the fact that it has been so hyped up all summer long that I'm just afraid of a little bit of disappointment. You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid of a little bit of disappointment. But that kind of stuff was commonplace during the Steve Spurrier era. I think Coach Boom is a little bit more dedicated. I think he gets in these kids' heads a little bit more and lets them understand that you can do it. Y'all can do it. We're ready to do it. We've practiced for it. We've dreamed about it. We've talked about it. And now let's go out and do it. That's the kind of coach that I think Will Muschamp is. He's very dedicated to the University of South Carolina. People want to talk about Coach Steve Spurrier. And I was one of his biggest fans. And what a great coach he was. But you know what? He wasn't that great of a motivator. He wasn't no great recruiter. And let's face facts. He was at the University of South Carolina to try to add another championship to his resume, to his legacy. It was all about Coach Steve Spurrier. And then when he figured out he couldn't do it, and his back was up against the wall, he took a hike. Coach Boom wouldn't do nothing like that. Coach Boom is here. He's in for the long haul, and I know a lot of you people don't like him because you think, oh, well, he messed up the program at Florida. He took a great program, he ran it into the ground. No, he didn't. They won like 6 games the year before Boom came there. The year before Boom came there was the year we won the SEC East Championship by beating Florida, by beating Urban Meyer. If you will remember, in 2009 was the last year Tim Tebow was there. After Tim Tebow left, they did absolutely nothing. He quit, and he had a heart attack or whatever happened to him, and off he went to ESPN for a year, and then he went to Ohio State. That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he went right to Ohio State. I can't remember how that went. But I'm going to tell you right now, both teams played against inferior opponents on Saturday. Georgia against Austin Peay, South Carolina against Coastal Carolina. Both of us gained about the same number of yards on offense. Only thing was, Georgia held Austin Peay to like 130 yards total offense, shut them out. Coastal Carolina got about double that, if I'm not mistaken. So we got to improve on that a little bit. We got to improve on that. In my opinion, we should have held them to about 6 points. They shouldn't have scored 15 points on us, but that will improve. Deebo Samuel didn't show a lot on Saturday. They didn't want to get him out there and get him all banged up against a team that's really not a team that you need to really use him against. I think we have better wide receivers in Georgia, and that's just a fact. That's a fact. We've got several really good wide receivers. A couple of them are almost on the elite level. Running back, I think Georgia's probably got the edge there. Even though there's a lot of inexperience back there, there still is a lot of talent back there. My fear in this game is that our defensive line is going to pressure Jake Fromm in the beginning into some mistakes, some incompletions, maybe an interception or so, and then I think they're going to let the Fields kid come in for a while, and I'm afraid he's going to get out on the edge, run around a little bit, and kind of exploit a few weaknesses on the edge, possibly, and we do have some inexperience in the secondary too. So if we can't get a good pass, that's the key. When Fromm is in there and it's a third down and long, they've got to get a good pass rush on him. Got to get him forced into mistakes and incompletions. Because I'm telling you right now, their receivers, Riley Ridley, is that his name? Miko Hardman, Nada, the big tight end. These guys are not, well, the tight end, he's really good. These other guys are not the elite level, but they're above average. And they will make plays if we don't get enough pressure on them. Our cornerbacks, our safeties, it's a little suspect right now. It's a little suspect. Nick Harvey, the transfer from Texas A&M, the grad transfer, he's got to sit the first half. I got thrown out for targeting against Coastal. How do you target against Coastal? Just crazy stuff. But I think we're up for the challenge. I think that these guys are going to be ready to play like I've never been ready to play before. And it would not surprise me if we came out there and shocked the world. It also would not surprise me if we played a really good game and came up a little bit short. Not going to lie to you. I do not see us. There's a lot of Georgia fans in the comment section. Georgia 52, South Carolina 14, blah, blah, blah. They're giving you all these just delusional scores that they know that's not going to happen. I even called in today on Uncle Lou's show and asked him if he saw anything he was impressed with. No, I didn't see anything I was impressed with from an unranked team, and I'm not scared of traveling on the road to play an unranked team. That's just the way it is. Bull. He's nervous just like every other Georgia fan is nervous, just like that whole team's nervous and everything else. Kirby Smart, your coach, very intelligent man. He's very complimentary of South Carolina. I might talk a little bit of junk. I have nothing respect for the guy. I think he's doing a great job there. But I do, deep down, I think he's going to suffer his first SEC East loss since 2016 on Saturday. We'll see what happens, won't we? Carolina Jackpot. I'll be coming at you with some more videos, picks, predictions against the spread, this, that, and other all week long. Should be a good one. See y'all later. Go Cox and go Debo and Coach Boom.